Okay, this is the review for tests. Remember, the test is tomorrow. We did a lot of this in class, so check your answers if you did not. These are your answers. Or the little work that goes with it. Okay? And this one here, remember, I need you to remember that a negative do not move. Only negative exponents do. This you guys should know how to do. It will be on the test, definitely. It has all the things we've learned. Make sure you know it. You told me in class I didn't need to go over it, so I'm not. Scatter plot, you're good with it. Make sure you define the variable. I'm going to ask that on your test. That means what your x represents. X represents, this case, height. Your y represent. Okay? If it's a positive or association, negative association, and then state what it means. State the association of the variable. Why is it positive? Why is it negative? That's what it is. This is going up. It's a positive association, which means that as height goes up, the cap size goes up. That's a positive association, stating it. State the association of the variable. Same thing here. It's increasing. As minutes spent studying goes up, the higher the test scores. It's positive. And you draw the line. You know how to do these. Anyways, this is not a good line of best fit. A line of best fit kind of goes right in the middle of them and getting as many dots as possible. And we did this in third period a little bit. Make sure it's a cutout. This is an add-on. I talked about this in class. And same thing with the landscaping. Will the tree fit inside your car or the van? Remember, it's a box. Finding the diagonal. And then I said I would do this last problem. Okay, this last problem here. We read this in class. So we first at the Cox family, it's 4x plus 40. They say use x for the Cox hours at the Cox. So x is here plus 40. We need to put that. So 4x plus 40 for the Cox. And then you work for the Stevens, and they say to use y to represent hours. Alexa's work at the Stevens. So for hour here, I use the variable y. Add to that 8y, and she wants to make a total. Alexis wants to make a total of $120. So in order to do this, you have to subtract 40. 4x plus 8y equals to 80 minus 4x minus 4x. You get 8y equals negative 4x plus 80. Divide by 8. You get y equals 2. Negative 1/2 x plus 10. So you're going to graph this. X is the number of hour works at Cox. Y is the Stevens hours. Okay, I'll use blue. We're going to graph this. Y-intercept's at 10, so we're going to number it by 1, 0. I can do 1, 2, every 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, every 2, 8, 9, 10. Most of you will use 1 for each. Most of you go 1, 2, 3, and 10 would be here. But I'm choosing to do every other one as 1. Okay? So whichever way, your graph may look half as big as mine. 10, 0 is there. Y-intercept at 10, 0. I mean 0, 10, sorry. 0, 10. Go down 1 is over 2. Right there. Down 1 over 2. Okay, I'll just number it the way you have it so it looks the same as yours. So you'd have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? You number the same way here. Okay, 10, 0. You're not vacuuming.
No.
Right there. Go. 1 down, 2 over. 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 Right there. So connect the dots. This means in order to make $120 that she wanted, she has to work all 10 hours at the Stevens. This is or 2 hours at the Cox plus 9 hours at the Stevens. That's how we read this, okay? So the goal is to make $120. Or she can work 8 hours at the Stevens and 4 hours at the Cox to make that 120 bucks. Okay, if I ask what it means on the test. Okay, next one. Let's read the question first. Write a linear equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals to mx plus b. To represent the problem situation if both Michael and Mark travel a total distance of 96 miles. So whatever it is, we need to make it equal to 96. Okay, Michael and Mark are participating in a rally. In charity, Michael rides his bike at 8 miles per hour. I forgot to write that X represents. Okay. 8 miles per hour. That's Michael's time. So we'll do 8X. Mark ride his bike 4 miles per hour. 4Y will make Mark's. Okay. Forgot to write in here. Let Mark's hour be X. Okay, we know it wants to equal to 96. X equals the number of hours. Michael ride his bike. Y is equal to Mark hours. Riding his bike. Okay, this way you get X here is hours for number of hours for Michael, and Y here is the number of hours for Mark. Mark's hours. That's for y. Write the equation. 8x plus 4y, they wrote a total of 96 miles, equals to 96. Okay, minus 8x minus 8x, 4y equals to 90. Negative 8x plus 96. Y equals to negative 2x plus 96 divided by 4. Clear it. 24. Okay, let's graph it. Okay, we're going to count by twos. So if we count by 2, that's 4. Same way the other way. Okay, so y-intercept is at 24, right here. Down 2, right 1. You know what, we're going to count by 1 this way, so it's easier. This is down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1 is over here. It's too big. This here mark run 24 hours. Mark would need to ride 24 hours to get a total of 96 for himself if he rode it alone. Well, Michael only has to do 12 hours. That's what the graph looks like. Okay? I'm tired. You'll do fine if you know all these girls and boys. You'll do great.